So earlier we talked about binomial distribution. Let's look at the normal distribution here. And we have earlier said that normal distribution is used when your data is continuous. Your data is continuous when you take measurements such as length, volume, weight, distance, time. All these things, when you measure, these are continuous numbers. So that's where you use normal distribution. Normal distribution is symmetrically distributed. This is also called as bell distribution because the shape of this distribution is just like a bell. We will look at that. This distribution has long tails and it's bell shaped. In this distribution, the mean, mode and median are same, which we earlier talked. When we talked about basic statistics, we talked about mean, mode and median. But in case of normal distribution, we say that mean, mode and median are at the same place. So these are some of the characteristics of a normal distribution. In normal distribution, the probability of a specific value is 0. Think about the binomial distribution. When we talked about binomial distribution and when we flipped 10 coins, we said that the probability of getting 5 heads was 0.25. So we could find out the probability of a specific value. Specific value was 5 heads. But when you look at normal distribution, you don't find out the probability of a specific value. Let's say if you are measuring the length is anything between, let's say, 95 to 105. There is a lot of variation in that, and this is a normal distribution. If I ask you what is the probability of getting the length is equal to 100 millimeters, that probability will always be 0. This might look a little bit of strange for now, but keep this in mind that in normal distribution, when I say that find out the probability of a specific value, that probability will always be 0. Instead of finding out the probability of a specific value, what we do in normal distribution is we find out the probability of a range. That would be a right question if I ask you, what is the probability of getting this length between 95 and 100? That's the nice question. There is an answer to that. But the answer to the probability for 100 millimeter, that's 0. So here is an example of a normal distribution curve. We earlier said that normal distribution is bell shaped. So this is a bell shaped curve. So this looks something like this. So this is a bell here. This is a bell shaped curve. Second thing we said that was that this has long tails. So this has a long tail on the left side and right side. Remember that these tails never meet this axis. This axis and these tails will never meet. These will meet at infinite distance. These are something which you need to remember. So this is normal distribution curve. And how does this help you? This helps you in finding out the probability of a range. Let's take an example where we have a process which has the mean as 75. So this is the mean, which is 75. Let's put a line here. So this is the mean, which is 75. There is the bell shaped curve which tells that how much spread this process has. And now once I have drawn this normal distribution, you can ask a number of questions like, what is the chance of getting more than 76 value? So let's think that in this example, I am making perfume bottles which have 75 milliliters in each bottle. And my question is, what is the chance that if I use this process, the perfume in the bottle is more than 76 milliliter? This can give me the exact value that there is 15.9% chance, which is here. There is a 15.9% chance that the volume of the perfume can be more than 76 milliliters. So now I know that if I fill 100 bottles, 16 bottles approximately will have more volume, more than 76 milliliter. So that's how I can use this normal distribution. There are a lot more to learn about this, but the objective of this yellow belt was just to have a basic understanding of the normal distribution and binomial distribution. So let's stop it here. If you are interested to learn more about normal distribution, binomial distribution and many other distributions, those will be covered in the green belt and the black belt course.